Good evening, everyone. I warmly welcome you all to the Friendly Need workshop series on mental well-being and basic psychological skills organized by Rotaract Club, Faculty of Medicine, University of Colombo, in organization with Department of Psychiatry, Faculty of Medicine, University of Colombo. Today is the fourth session of our workshop series, and today's topic is problem-solving skills, conducted by Dr. Anula Rathnayake from Department of Psychiatry, Faculty of Medicine, University of Colombo. Without any further ado, let's move on. Dear Madam, the session is yours.
Okay, thank you. And good evening, everyone. By now, I think you have some kind of idea on mental health problems, disorders. Yesterday, I think Dr. Chature conducted a session on mental illnesses. I think you have some kind of idea on that. And we discuss communication and counseling is basic communication and counseling skills. Today, as you said, we are going to have a discussion about the problem-solving techniques, right? Before that, do you have any problem you want to ask from my sessions, previous session? If not, we can start. However, I will share the screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see this.
Right. I think according to the silence, no problems. Or if not, you don't want to ask. Okay, right. Today we will discuss on this, not in deep, but we will have a simple discussion because it is also useful for your training and for your workshop. Problem solving techniques, right? These are the session learning outcomes which I expect at the end of this session. One thing to learn the problem solving techniques, the other one to apply problem solving techniques when students with, actually when there's a mistake, when you meet students with psychosocial issues, actually when students with psychosocial issues are supported, because after you identify different kind of psychosocial issues, then you actually should have some kind of idea what we can do and how we can do, and likewise, because therefore the problem solving skills are very important techniques. There are different kind of techniques. We will see several. Then if you can learn problem solving techniques, and if you can apply, then these are the two main learning outcomes which I expect you to learn at the end of this session, right? Then, what do you mean by problem solving? When you think about your day-to-day conversations, communications, we are talking about problem solving. Then, what do you mean by problem solving? If anyone can tell?
Finding solutions to the problems that you analyzing the problems and
that is one thing.
Making a pathway to have a solution.
Yeah. Anyone else can add more? Right, let's see. Problem solving. This is a certain type of actually process of solving any kind of problem. There may be different kind of problems, no? Any kind of problem, right? It's certain type of process, not one thing. On the other hand, we can say a process of achieving a goal by overcoming obstacles. Because we want to achieve certain type of goal, but there may be some obstacles in between. Then we want to overcome them and achieving a goal, and it is also certain type of process. In detail, if we can say, problem solving is the act of defining problem, determine the cause of problem, identifying, prioritizing and selecting alternatives for a solution and implementing a solution. You know, actually, we said it is a process. This is the process. In simply, we can say this is a process. There in this process, there is a act of defining problem, or we are trying to determine the cause of problem and identifying what they are, what are the problems, and we are trying to give a priority to a problem, and we are going to select some alternatives, and after that we are going to implement. This is a problem solving, we can say, right? Why this is important? Problem solving. Why this is important? Why you should do, actually you should learn. Why now you are going to learn this? Is there anything useful from this? Is there anything from use?
Those problems can affect our mental health.
Yeah, one thing where the problems can affect our mental health, then we want to actually minimize that, or we want to control that.
They can interfere with day-to-day activities.
Yeah, actually problem solving enables us to exert control over environment, as you said, because this helps us to enable to exert control over the environment. ඉතින් පරිසරයේ දිනදා අපිට හම්බ වෙන ප්‍රශ්න තියෙන ඕන තරම්. ඒවා කන්ට්‍රෝල් කරගෙන අපිට ඒවා ඕවර්කම් කරගෙන ඉදිරියට යන්න හැකියාව දෙනවා මේ ප්‍රොබ්ලම් සොල්වින් එකකින්. එහෙම නැත්නම් අපි එහෙම නොවුනොත් වෙන්නේ අපි ඒවත් එක්ක එහෙමම ඉන්නවා. Therefore we are difficult to see a future plans. We are difficult to see any other goals. We are difficult to achieve the goals, right? But if we have a problem solving skill, or if we know a problem solving technique, then we can actually, they enable us to exert control over the environment. Then we can actually overcome the obstacles and continue our life. And as you said, we can improve our mental health. We can reduce our stress. We can actually cope with the day-to-day problems. We can continue our lives if we know that. That is the main important and significance of the problem solving. When we talk about the problem solving techniques, there are many techniques, but I have mentioned several. You can see different techniques. Among them, I have mentioned several. There is one called ideal problem solving model. There is another one 6-step model. There is another one analytical problem solving approach. And also there is another one, the Kepner-Trigo method. There are many other, but I have mentioned few. Then we will discuss actually 2 out of these. We will discuss about, first of all, ideal problem solving model. Do you know about anything about ideal problem solving model? Ideal problem solving model. Let's see. Right? Actually, this was developed by John Bransford, and it was published for the first time in 1984. It was actually title was the ideal problem solver. Right? There are 5 steps we can see. First one is identify problems and opportunities. The second one is define goals. Explore possible strategies is the third one. The fourth one, anticipate outcomes and act. Fifth one, look back and learn. Though there are many different kind of problem solving techniques, you actually at the end we will discuss what is the simple way we can use for our problem solving. However, different persons have found and established this type of techniques, right? Ideal model. Then let's go one by one. Step 1, identify problems and opportunities. Actually, the aim of this is to identify potential problems and treat them as opportunities. Potential problems and treat them as opportunities. Can you guess what is that? Because first of all, we have to identify the problems. As an example, Apitamu, you have to meet your friend because you guess that she or he may be having some problems. Then you can talk to her or him. Then you can identify potential problems. මොනවද තියෙන්න පුළුවන් ප්‍රශ්න කියලා. Right? After that, you can actually treat them mean the potential problems as opportunities. මොකක්ද ඒ කියන්නේ? ගොඩක් කලාවට majority does not think of that them as opportunities, because as an example, if we have problems, as an example, we can say we have some financial issues, and sometimes we have language issues, or sometimes we have some mental health issues, right? Then in this process, if we think there are opportunities to go ahead, there are opportunities, we can actually use them to develop by ourselves. මේ ප්‍රශ්න නිසා you know, in simply people are saying that ප්‍රශ්න නැත්තම් ජීවිතේ වැඩක් නැහැ කියන සමහරු කියන ඕගලන් අහලා තියෙනවා මේ ප්‍රශ්න එක්ක තමයි මිනිස්සු ඉදිරියට යන්නේ, right? If they have some problems, they try to find some solutions. That means they try to use their strengths, or sometimes they try to find any other solutions, or sometimes they try to meet other persons, professionals, or try to actually sometimes by themselves try to find solutions. That means they are functioning. They use their brain. They use their mind to think. They use their cognitions. That is why we are saying in this model, they mention that the potential problems, we have to take them as the opportunities. Because now after you come to the university, enter into the medical faculty or other universities, if you have some problems, as an example, financial issues, then you know that because of these financial issues, then I have to learn. However, I have to actually overcome this obstacle. One thing is, one solution is to continue the studies. Otherwise, if I go home back without continuing my studies, then I will not be able to overcome the financial issues. They will actually not help me to go ahead. ඒවා තියෙනවා නම් හැමදාම ජීවිතේ එහෙමම තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. You know that ඉගෙනගෙන being a doctor and be actually working as a doctor, and or if not, sometimes you will go abroad, ඒ මොනවා හරි කළොත් තමයි you can overcome this obstacle. That is why they are saying that problem we have to take or we have to treat as the opportunity. Right? ඒක නිසා ඒක opportunity එකක් කරගෙන we have to try to find solutions to overcome them. That is why they mentioned as opportunities, right? Did you get what I said?
Yes, madam.
අර ඔයගලන් සාමාන්‍යයෙන් කියන්නේ බාධක තියෙන තරමට තමයි ජීවිතේ ජය ගන්න පුළුවන් කියලා ඉස්සරහට යන්නේ. ඒ සරල කතාව තමයි මෙතන කියන්නේ, right? There is an issue in this step, there is an issue. In this step, failure to realize that current actions underway or policies being put into effect might lead to problems later. Sometimes, current actions may be forced to create another problems. And ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මේ ස්ටෙප් එකේදී sometimes අපිට හිතා ගන්න සමහර actions ඉස්සරහට ප්‍රශ්නකාරී විදිහට බලපාන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙම issue එකක් මේ පියවරේදී එන්න පුළුවන්. Right? ඒ වගේම therefore need to give a thought to current actions or policies with an eye toward predicting future problems. Because sometimes we take some actions to overcome the current problems, but there may be some other problems arise in future because of the current actions. Therefore, we have to keep our eye toward predicting future problems as well. එතකොට අපි කියනවා නෑ ඕක වුණොතින් අපි හිතමු there is one student, he or she does not have a place to go. අපි හිතමුකෝ vacation දුන්නාම යන්න තැනක් නැහැ කියලා. එහෙම නැත්නම් he or she is not happy to go home because there is no good relationship with the parents. But if you suggest him or her to come with you or go to a friend's home, then it will create another problems in future. As an example, the bad relationship will worsen further. ආයෙ දෙමව්පිය බලන්න යන්නෙම නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක නිසා ඒ වගේ actions discuss කරනකොට you have to think about the future as well. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලන් කියනවා නෑ අපි බලමු ඇයි ඔයා එකට ගෙදර යන්න අකමැති මොකක් හරි ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක් අපි ඒක ඉස්සෙල්ලා බලමු. බලලා we can discuss with your parents when we will support you to go home. Then after that we will see what will happen. එහෙම නැත්තම් ගියේ නැත්තම් එයා සම්පූර්ණ එතන ඉඳලා දෙමව්පියන්ගේ ඈත් වෙලාම ෆැමිලි එකත් එක්ක කිසිම කනෙක්ෂන් එකක් ඇති වෙන්නේ නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ නිසා sometimes may student may think that they are not happy or they are not talking to him මේ වගේ වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. Recently when I talked to a patient, then patient said no one is happy to associate him, or then parents and other family members are always talking to my younger brother, not talking with me, and they are not actually paying attention me. ඔය ගොඩක් කතන්දර කිව්වා. But I thought that certain type of personal issues, then I contacted the mother and I actually discussed with them. They said no එයා නම් මොනවත් නැහැ හොඳට ගෙදර ඉන්නවා අපි හැමෝමත් එක්ක කතා බහ කරනවා okay කියලා. But there may be such problems. Sometimes there may be a mental health problem. Sometimes there may be a personal issue. Therefore අර ඉස්සරහට ඇති වෙන්න තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න ඇති වෙනවා වගේ නම් අපි ඒ වගේ ඒවා සජෙස්ට් කරන්න නැතුව ඉන්න ඕන මේ පියවරේදී. Right? Okay, then let's go to the second step. Define goals. Because in this step, after that, you have to define your goals with respect to the problem situation. And a problem එකේ තත්ත්වයට අනුව ඔයගොල්ලන් goals set කරගන්න ඕන, නිර්වචනය කරගන්න ඕන. As an example, what is your ultimate goal of not going home? එහෙම නැත්නම් what is your ultimate goal of doing this or following this? එහෙම නැත්නම් මේ මොකද්ද ඔය අපේක්ෂා කරන්නේ එකේ? Right? Likewise, you can discuss. Also, to examine alternative goals with respect to the problem situation. Sometimes there may be other alternatives. ඒ goal එක achieve කරගන්න තව alternatives තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Sometimes there may be one alternative, or you can see very good alternative, but if it is fail, then there should be other alternatives we can follow. ඒක නැත්තම් අපි තුමු හරි ඔයා ගෙදර ගියාම ඒගොල්ලෝ ප්‍රතික්ෂේපම කළොත් අපි යන්නේ එතකොට අපි වාට උදව් කරන්නම් යාළුවෙක් ගෙදර නවතින්න හරි එහෙම නැත්තම් වෙන මොකක් හරි හොස්ටල් එකේ හරි මොකක් හරි. Likewise, you can have some other alternatives as well, right? Third step you can actually do explore possible strategies. Then you can explore further possible strategies. There actually it needs systematic analysis and also important use of external representations of the problem. As an example, sometimes um, uh, systematic analysis, when we do that, we can actually take some some argument or some rationale. No, දැන් ඔයා කියන මෙහෙම කරනවා, right? ඉතින් ඔයා කියනවා මේකට ඔයා කරන්න යන්නේ මේ ටික, right? අපි හිතමු you are going to take a loan to solve this problem, to pay this money for this activity. හරි මොකක් හරි ඒකට. But you can argue, you can challenge with your friend, right? ඔයා දැන් loan එකක් ගත්තාම දැන් ඔයා කොහොමද loan එක ගෙවන්නේ? Right? ඒ loan එක ගෙවන්නත් ඔයාට සල්ලි ඕන, right? It is also difficult for you at this moment. That will be another problem. Oh, that will create another problems. There's a පොලි එකතු වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයගොල්ලන් දන්නවනේ අපේ හුඟක් මිනිස්සු they take loans, right? Today I met a person. He has taken several loans for their children's studies, to pay for the court charges, for different things. But now he is අපි කියන්නේ අර බෙල්ලටම හිර වෙලා ඉන්නේ. He is in a big problem because now he can't pay the loans back, and he has taken another money from different source to pay the loans, interest and everything. දැන් ඔක්කොම හිර වෙලා. Now he actually is going to sell his only house where they are living to solve the problems. දැන් ඒක ඒ වගේව ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Therefore, you can challenge with your friends. You can argue with your friends. Or you can sometimes draw diagrams, drawings. ඇන්දලා කරලා දැන් බලන්න ඔයා මෙච්චරක් ගන්නවා. එතකොට ඔයා මේ ටික මෙහෙම pay කරන්න තියෙනවා. එතකොට ඔයාගේ අවු මාසෙ වෙනකොට මෙන්න මෙච්චරක් ඔයාලට ගෙවන්න වෙනවා. හැබැයි ඔයා කොහෙන්ද ඒක earn කරන්නේ? අපිට මොකක් හරි පොඩි තියෙන source එක. But it is not enough to pay that all money. Likewise, you can challenge and you can discuss with your friends. That is why we are saying that there should be certain type of systematic analysis. එහෙම නැතු නිකම්ම නෙමෙයි අපේ යාළුවට අපේ මේ client we have to show systematically. ඔයාගේ දැන් වෙන්නේ මේකයි. Right? එහෙම නැත්නම් now we can say you are spending money අපි 1000 for one arak bottle. You are spending another 1,000 for a spoon, right? Now you are earning 30,000 per month. Then how much you are paying only for the arak, alcohol and the smoking, right? Likewise, you can අපිට පෙන්නන ගණන් එක්ක පෙන්නලා ඒගොල්ලත් එක්ක අවබෝධ කරවන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකයි කියන්නේ මේ possible strategies හොයනකොට explore කරනකොට ඒවා අපි rational විදිහට කරන්න ඕන. නැත්නම් ඒගොල්ලන් they can't understand what we are saying and just they will think that no I can do, I can solve, I can pour, then I have to take that loan, no other ways to settle. Likewise they will argue, right? Okay, then important specialized knowledge. In this step it is very important to have a specialized knowledge that enables the problem solver to know when, how, why to apply particular strategy, right? Which we also should have it. That means you also should have certain kind of important specialized knowledge relevant to that area, right? As an example, you know how much අපි හිතමු alcohol bottle එකක් කීයක් වෙනවද, සිගරට් එකක් කීයක් වෙනවද. ඒ ගැන ඕගොල්ලන්ට හොඳ අවබෝධයක්. අපි හිතමු අයිස් මේ මිලිග්‍රෑම් එකක් කීයක් වෙනවද. එහෙම නැත්නම් අයිස් එක පැක් එකක් කීයක්ද. මේ heroin පොඩි පැක් එකක් කීයක්ද. Likewise අපි හිතමු මේ පැත්තේ නම් ඕගොල්ලන් you are going to have a discussion with problem solving, you are going to apply a problem solving strategy with the person who addicted to alcohol or substance, then such kind of knowledge. If not, මොනවා හරි area එකේ knowledge එකක්. මම අපි තුමු loan එකක් අරගෙන interest මෙයා කරන ඒකේ mathematical knowledge එකක්. මෙච්චරක් යනවා නම් මේ වගේ 100ට ඊට පස්සේ මාසෙ මෙච්චරයි කියන හරිය අපිට ඉගෙන යම්කිසි knowledge එක how when මේ කියන why එහෙම වෙන්නේ like ඒවට answers එක්ක අපිට දෙන්න පුළුවන් knowledge එකක් තියෙන්න ඕන right that is also very important otherwise if we do not know anything right anything because yesterday I met one person he is buying alcohol bottle by for one bottle paying 30,000 or 25,000 එතකොට 1 lakh per week right ඒ වගේ එතකොට if we do not know at least එච්චර ඒවා තියනවාද කියලා අහන්න ගියොත් ඒගොල්ලන් හිතන්න පුළුවන් මේ නෑ නෑ මේගොල්ලන් අපු එතකොට මුකුත්ම දන්නේ නැති වුණොත් we are difficult to challenge with that person ඒක නිසා therefore that knowledge is very important right even at times sometimes some will say that no I am having meals because my father send me 10,000 per month I am staying in a hostel sorry boarding place if you know the charge for a boarding place near the faculty අපි 8,000 10,000 in පුංචි බරැල්ල වගේ නා ඒ වගේ කියලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා නම් then you can argue that no you do not have enough money after you paying for the boarding place therefore I can't believe that you are having enough meals therefore there may be some issues then we have to find another solution for that likewise you can challenge with your friend right in the step 4 anticipate outcomes and act that means you can require testing strategies and using prototypes right sometimes තියෙන්න පුළුවන් අපිට test කරන්න පුළුවන් right we can test strategy sometimes if we suggest one strategy then there may be some problems of that strategy also then just we can test right we can ask your friend or your client, your service user, your patient, right? Then you can follow this strategy. Then let's see what will happen. If it is fail, then we can go for another strategy or another way. Likewise, you can discuss because we have to think of what will be the anticipated outcomes. මොනවද මේකෙන් අපි අපේක්ෂා කරන දේවල් එකෙන් වෙන්නේ පුළු මොනවද කියලා also this helps to avoid unanticipated and unwanted effect of the solution right if we think that if we discuss with our client or the service user or the patient then this will help us to avoid unanticipated as an example as I said if it create another problem then it is not successful problem solving then අපි මම කිව්වා වගේ ගෙදර යන්න නැතුව හිටියොත් සම්පූර්ණයෙන් සම්බන්ධය නැති වෙනවා නම් then we are not actually expecting that outcome therefore it will create another problem therefore if we actually think of the anticipate outcomes or act then we will able to avoid creating another problems or another unwanted bad impact right in the 50 steps actually it is the final one look back and learn what do you mean by look back and learn what do you mean by that anyone can explain now we identify the problem right then after that what we did define our goals what we want to do or what we want to achieve then in the third step we said we want to discuss the possible strategies right what we can follow but it actually we have to do it after doing a systematic analysis or discussion or actually we need some kind of knowledge and after that we can discuss what will be the anticipated outcomes make a color monovaid right make a color monovaid likewise you can discuss with your patient or the student or the friend right Now let's think that you are going home, or you are staying in the hostel, or you are going with a friend. Then if you go home, what will happen? If you go with a friend, what will happen? If you stay in the hostel, what will happen? Then you can discuss, right? Then she will say, all right, if I stay in the hostel, then during that period, sometimes it will be difficult to find meals because faculty is closed. Or if I go with my friend, then my parents actually will not take care of me further. Oh, I also will not actually think go back to house. Likewise, මොනවා හරි කියන්න පුළුවන්. Advantages and disadvantages. Out of that, you can find or you can select what is the most suitable strategy. Like what? Then look back and learn mean. Then we have to look at the actual effect of the strategy and learn from experience. ඇත්තටම මේකෙන් මොකක්ද දැන් you can say then now you can ask your client to follow it. Then we can see what are the actual effect of following that strategy we received, right? Then we can learn something from that experience. Sometimes if we follow one strategy, then if we think that no, actually we do not actually we were unable to meet good or we were unable to achieve goals what we expected at the beginning, then we can say all right ඒක නම් එහෙමනම් අපිට වාට suitable වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එවනම් අපි ඊගාව එකට යන්න පුළුවන්. What we decided as the second strategy. Likewise, you can discuss. That means actually as an example, in the fifth step, it is certain type of follow-up or review. Review mean what happened after following that strategy, right? These are the 5 steps. According to the ideal model, we can follow, we can use, and we can apply with our problem solving. When we meet our friends or patients or client with problems, different problems, right? Did you understand, or do you have any problems? To ask questions, are there any questions? Are there any questions? Right. And we will actually discuss another model as well. There's a spelling mistake, outcome. There should be outcome. Right. The 6-step model. It is also one of the models we can use for problem solving. Right. One techniques. There are 6 steps. And all are actually similar, but certain type of differences, but we can see, but same models, different names, sometimes different levels, right? First step is same, define the problem. And the second step, little bit different. In the ideal model, we saw identify the goals. Here, we have to determine the root causes of the problem, right? And third step, develop alternative solutions. Fourth, select a solution. Fifth, implement the solution. And sixth, evaluate the outcomes, right? Define the problem is similar as we discussed in ideal model. In the second step, determine the root cause of the problem. Because we actually, this problem solving strategy can be applied or can be selected as well, can be discussed with the service user, not alone by yourself. We can keep the service user with you or the friend with you, then work together, right? Okay, then let's see. Now you have different problems, right? You have financial issues, You have relationship issues. You have actually language issues. Now you have residential problems. Right? Then, right. We have different problems, several problems. Then you can ask, right? You can discuss. Then you can tell, oh, can you imagine what are the root causes for those problems? For the financial issues, sometimes a student will say, currently my father is ill. He is having a chronic illness, or CKD patient, or he is having a cancer, or sometimes මොකක් හරි අසනීපයක් කියන්න පුළුවන් root cause එකක් තියෙනවා, right? If not, he is having VSIM, but he is difficult to take good treatment because of not having money. නැත්තම් කියන්න පුළුවන්, right, you know, because my father actually employed in the government sector, then therefore I did not get the hostel facilities, though I am far away. But the root causes we can discuss, because out of finding those root causes, you can imagine how we can support this friend, right? How we can, or what we can do, to whom we can meet, to where we can go, or to where we can refer this friend, to whom we can ask him to go and meet. That is why we want to see what are the root causes, right? Not having hostel because of the father's government employment. But at this moment, father is ill. He is difficult to go to job, right? Mother actually is not going to her job, or she has stopped the job because of father's illness. Then the root causes, right? You can actually have a relationship. You can think of the relationship. This is a certain type of circle. Because of that circle, the problems have arisen. Then now you can discuss with your friend, right? Okay, you are far away, but you do not have enough income. Your parents are difficult to support you financially. Therefore, to find a hostel, boarding place with the meals or with safety, then, right, we will support, we will discuss with the leader of the groups, or we will discuss with the relevant academics attached to supporting financial things for the students. Likewise, you can think. Then you can discuss, or you can do certain type of advocacy on behalf of your student. You can refer, but ඔගලන් ඒක ඔක්කොම follow කර කර ඔක්කොම කරන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. Right, you can explain the academics who are conducting the financial programs, support system. මෙහෙම ඉන්නවා student කෙනෙක්, he or she is difficult to spend money for the boarding place. If he or she spend money for the boarding place, he is difficult to spend money for the meals. But when මේ හේතු නිසා he has not been given the hostel. Then, right, special student කෙනෙක්. Now you can easily refer the relevant academics. Then they will consider, and if they are difficult to give the hostel, then they will support financially to the student, however. Right? Likewise, you can discuss the root causes, because they are very useful to think of the solution. Right? Then after that, you can develop alternative solutions, because there are root causes. There are problems, there are root causes. As a financial problem, the root causes are different. Father is ill, father is difficult to do the job, mother has resigned from the job because of the father's illness. Those are the root causes, right? Then you can develop alternative solutions, right? Then you have financial issue, then we can follow these things as solutions. We can follow these things as solutions. Likewise, you can discuss with your friend what are the probable solutions we can follow. That means alternatives, right? Sometimes there may be several alternatives, but select one solution. In the fourth step, we can select one solution because we want to see whether that solution will be actually will help us to solve the problem. Sometimes it will be enough. Sometimes that solution will not actually be enough, or it will fail. Therefore, we have to go to the second alternative, second solution. Then we will see, is it okay, or is it enough, or we can use that solution alternative to the solve the problem. Likewise, we can take one by one, right? That means we have to review. You can't do all the things, but that is how we are going to do the problem solving. Or we are going to do the problem solving, follow the problem solving strategy, right? Then after that we can implement the solution. Now we can follow, right? Now we can follow. Then you actually you suggested the friend to meet that professor because he is the person who coordinates the financial thing, right? Then you can ask her to go. That means implementing the solution, right? Then after that, you can evaluate the outcome, right? Right? What has happened after she or he has followed the solution? It was helpful to her or fail anything? Then if that has failed, as an example, sometimes I have met students because they were not given the financial support, as an example, bursaries, because of parents' government employment. It is a certain criteria, no, but it is not actually a good criteria, but maybe fail that solution, alternative. Then we can actually find another, we can actually try another solution, second solution. We have put second solution as, right, then we will talk to an individual person who, there are individuals or academics who are happy to support students while they are in the faculty with medical financial issues, then we can meet that academic or one of those academics. Then another alternative, because first one was fail, then we can follow, because after the evaluation, then we can see it was success or not. It was unsuccess, we can go to the second alternative. Likewise, we can follow the 6-step model to solve the problems of our client, patients, or your friends, right? I think when you think about women compared to the first with the ideal model, this is many more practical, and we can see what are the advantages of this problem solving model. This there are several. This ensure consistency as everyone understand the approach to be used, because we actually work together, then everyone can understand this approach. I think when I explain also, it is actually more practical, more understandable, right? And also by using data, this helps eliminate bias and preconceptions, lead into great objectivity. Because uh, we can actually, we should not be subjectivity, we should be objectivity. Because you are going to support your friend's issue. But I think if you meet any student with problems in the faculty, then you can follow this method with that student. But without actually getting biased. නෑ එයා මගේ හොඳම එක්කෙනා. ඒ නිසා මම එයාට විශේෂ විදියට උදව් කරනවා. මෙයාට එහෙම නෙමෙයි, එයාට කමක් නෑ. ඒ වගේ නෙමෙයි. This is practical and not biased, right? Therefore, it is also good advantage of this 6-step problem solving model. Also, this helps to remove divisions and encourage collaborative working, because we are working collaboratively. Right, let's see. Likewise, we suggest them. We work together. හරි ඔයා ඒක ටික follow කරන්න ඒක සාර්ථක නොවුනොත් මට කියන්න. අපි ඊගාවකට යමු. That means we are working collaboratively, mutually, right? This step, this spelling step, problem solving groups diverging into different problems, right? Sometimes, as I said earlier, there may be other problems created by one alternative. Therefore, this step actually diverging into this stops diverging into other problems. තව ප්‍රශ්න ඇති කරන එක නැවතීමක් කරගන්න පුළුවන් මේ strategy එකෙන්, right? This helps problem solving groups reach consensus. එක්තරා what we call සම්මුතියකට එන්න පුළුවන්. අපි නම් මෙහෙම කරමු. Let's do that. ඒකට are you agree with that? ඒකට ඔයා කැමතිද? ඔයා ඒ සර් හම්බ වෙන්න කැමතිද? ඔයා ඒ ප්‍රොෆෙසර් හම්බ වෙන්න කැමතිද? එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයා ඒ ආයතනයට ලියුමක් දෙන්න කැමතිද මට? එතකොට මම ලියුම දෙන්නම්. Then the student will say, okay, I can write. I can give letter with mentioning my difficulties. Then එක්තරා සම්මුතියකට එනවා, consensus, right? This eliminates the confusion caused when people use different problem solving techniques on the same issue. Same issue, we can use different problem solving techniques. But this, very clearly they mention, identify the root causes and identify the alternatives, get one alternative and implement and review. Then if anyone use this actually problem solving technique, then you can actually see there is no confusion. Different problem solving techniques, but same issue. Make a confusion නැති කරනවා, right? This make the decision making process easier. It is easy to take some decisions if we use this, if we talk or if we work according to this, right? This provides a justifiable solution. Again, at the end of the discussion, at the end of the work, we can find certain type of justifiable solution. මොකද සාධාරණ විසඳුමකට අපිට එන්න පුළුවන්, අපිට උදව් කරන්න පුළුවන් for those who have psychosocial problems, right? By using this strategy. Are you clear with that? Are you clear with that? 6-step model. This can be actually followed for your day-to-day problems as well. By yourselves too. Or as a group also, you can follow this model. අපි බලමු මේකට හොයාගන්න උත්තරයක්, right? Let's think. Problems, root causes, alternatives, follow one, apply one, then review. If not, if it is failed, then we can follow another one. Likewise, you can, as a group also, you can work together. Okay, then today we actually discuss problem solving techniques. We discussed what do you mean by problem solving, and we discuss what is the importance of problem solving. As we said, we can overcome problems in the environment. We can overcome the obstacles in the environment if we use the problem solving, right? In the problem solving we discuss, it is a certain process, not one thing. Identify the problems, then after that we root causes identify, and after that we find our alternatives and follow one, then after we apply or implement, then after review. Like a process. To find any solution for a problem is a problem solving, right? Then there are different type of problem solving strategies. We mentioned different, and we discussed in detail 2 strategies, idealist strategy and 6-step model, right? Then, however, we discuss different things, but as a whole, we can see some similar steps. As an example, we can actually see, first of all, we have to identify the problem. Then after that, we have to identify the root causes, or we have to identify the goals. Then after that, we have to identify what is the most probable solution we can follow. That means what is the most suitable alternative we can follow. Then after that, we can apply that. Then after that, we can see what are the advantages and disadvantages. And after we can review it, whether it was successful or not. If it is not successful, we can go for another alternative. Then after we can see it was successful or not. Then ultimately we can come to a justifiable solution. This is the happening if we use problem solving techniques when we meet people with psychosocial problems. If they are helpless, if they are unable to see another alternatives, then we can work together with them to find a justifiable solution. This is the thing I wanted to discuss today. Then are there any questions you can ask? Did you get what I said? Are you clear with that?
Yes, madam.
Right. Anyone wants to ask any questions? Or anyone wants to ask questions? If not, we can stop, right? Okay. Then I will stop. Is it okay, Nadun?
Yes, madam. The participants, if you have any kind of questions, you can directly ask madam or else put them to the chat box so we can take them to discussion.
If not, we can stop. However, thank you very much for all participating in this session as well, right?
Thank you, madam.
Okay.
Thank you, madam, for your remarkable session, and we hope you might have found this session useful as well. The next of the Friend in Need series will be held tomorrow from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Please stay tuned in our WhatsApp group to receive updates regarding the next section. Thank you for joining us and have a nice day.